from the future. This territory I'm used to. There's nothing new. I remember you. Unforgettable. I remember you. I remember you. From memories from the future. Memories from the future.
Okay.
This is the last part of the video, so we just waited for the studio to generate everything that we needed, and it's done. It took quite a while. Remember that the video overviews were long, podcasts were long, so it took quite some time. I think about 15 minutes, depending on the speed of your PC also. Okay, so this is what we have. Let's just start. Framework for requirements. I think this is the mind map. Let's see how it looks. So mind map, that's why I don't necessarily rate it, because requirements engineering fundamentals. If you click here, it tells you what the fundamentals are. So this is just to get an overview. You click here, it tells you what all of these things is, right? And maybe click this. Yeah. So mind map, if you want an overview, zoom. If you want an overview of what it is, so maybe at the beginning, just to get an overview, okay, these are the fundamentals. Elicitation is these things, all of these things. If you click at something, it gives you a dive deep into that, right? So maybe let's say you're practicing the exam and they ask you something and you fail it while practicing, you can come back to this mind map, click something specific, and then it gives you a breakdown of whatever that thing is. Right? Let's go back to studio. What is this? Requirement. This is a report. You don't need a report. Report, you could use it if you're working and you need to submit a report. You know what I mean? But yeah, part one, short answer quiz, instruction, answer the following 10 questions in 2 or 3 sentences. What is the primary role of a requirement engineer in relation to that? So it gives you that, right? Essay questions, glossary key terms. I don't use these things. I told you guys. You could just generate them to use whatever it is you're mostly gonna do. So let me not waste time. I'm gonna go straight to the things I use. Right? That is the video overview and the audio overview and the quiz. Right? So audio overview, the first thing that we generated. This is it. Just gonna play a few seconds.
Welcome back to the deep dive. We've got a massive stack of notes, a whole bunch of lecture
36
slides,
minutes.
and practice exams spread all over the table today.
It's quite a pile.
It is. And we are tackling a subject that, I'll be honest, usually puts people to sleep just from reading the title.
Oh, yeah.
Requirements engineering.
It doesn't exactly scream thriller, does it? It sounds like the kind of class you take because it's mandatory, not because you're dying to know the content.
It really doesn't. But, and this is a big but, as I was going through all this source material, I had this realization that this is actually the reason why things work.
Or, more often, why they explode.
Exactly. We are going to argue today that this dry academic subject is the only thing standing between a successful product and a $1 billion disaster.
Great.
And that's not hyperbole. I mean, if you look at the history of major software failures or even huge construction failures, it's almost never because the
So I don't wanna.
engineer didn't know how
Let's
to build
just
a wall
go
or how to write a
in the middle.
Unconscious ones are the killers.
They're the bulk of the iceberg hidden underwater. These are the things they assume are so blindingly obvious that they don't even think to mention them. For example, if you go to a car dealership to order a new car, you don't say, "And I want it to have 4 wheels, please." You just assume it has.
It's
4.
But
basically
if you're building a piece of software,
discussing the module, giving you
of course
examples,
the data will be to
having a
when I
back and
accidentally
forth.
close my browser.
Nice podcast,
But
right?
they never said it.
And you don't build.
That's fine. You can have the interactive mode. I haven't tried it. We can try it. but I know the interactive mode, you can interject. So if they're saying something, say, hey, wait, please explain that part. And so let's just try it. I don't know if it's gonna work because I'm using the Mac.
Welcome back to the deep dive. We've got a massive stack of notes, a whole bunch.
Join.
Oh, hey there, what's up?
Hey, what's up? Can you please just give me 2 exam questions that are most likely gonna come up? Hey, what's up? Can you please give me 2 most likely exams that are most probably gonna come out?
Hey, that's a great question. Not too much focus on the high yield topic.
Welcome to the deep dive. We absolutely have you covered.
Based on the practice material, there are a couple of questions that are guaranteed to crop up.
And we're going to give you more than 2, actually, because this topic is just so rich.
But if we're forced to pick the most likely, let's start with the one that is often question 1 in the practice pool.
That's the one about the primary responsibility of a requirements engineer.
Exam alert. The options are tricky, remember?
The correct answer you're looking for is that the L moderates and mediates between stakeholders and project members.
Memorize.
So this is amazing because you can join in the podcast, ask them questions, stop them at some point, say, oh, so what do you mean by, you know what I mean? It's very dope. Just tried it now. Very, very dope, right? Video overview. Basically, if you want to download anything, these 3 dots, you can download, you can share. But we'll do that after everything. So let's play the requirement engineering for the video overview, right? I love the video overview. Play,
Have you ever wondered why some projects, like the Avengers, succeed, while others, like Ultron's Plan for Peace, just fail spectacularly? Well, it often comes down to the blueprint. Today, we are diving deep into that blueprint, requirements engineering.
7
It's
minutes.
that critical first step that makes sure what you build is what you actually need. This is a problem that even geniuses like Tony Stark and Bruce Banner run into. You've got a brilliant idea, a world-class
I
team,
love it.
but the final product ends up being, a global threat instead of a global protector. The fatal.
I'm
It's
just
not
gonna
just a
jump in.
wish,
So
it's a specific, measurable condition for success.
It's gonna give you,
Or a single component is even built. Right at the center of all this is the requirements engineer. I want you to think of them as the Nick Fury of the project.
can watch the
They might not be
video,
building the tech
give you a
themselves, but they
breakdown.
are the
I like
master
it.
communicator.
This is my most favorite. Okay, the where I joined in the podcast is now my most favorite, but you get it, right? This one I think it's slides. Let's just have a look at the slides, right? Make it full screen. These are your slides, core tasks, elicitation, documentation. It's really dope. So depending on what it is you want. How many slides did it do? 8, 9. Can use these slides to study, revise, whatever it is, right? Can play the slideshow if need be, It's really dope. Really dope. So it can help you with maybe your presentation. Okay. What else do we need? What is this? I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. I think it's infographics. Yeah. The last one that's important. I'm gonna do this one. Okay, let's do flashcards and quiz. I'll end with quiz. Flashcards. You're gonna have these flashcards. So how flashcards work is that they're gonna ask you a question. What is the primary objective of requirement engineering regarding stakeholders? Can attempt to answer the question, and then when you say see answer, it flips it to understand their wishes, needs while minimizing the risk of delivering a system that fails to meet. Next one. So it has 89 cards. Can do that, It's just to help you practice. So maybe after study session, after day 1, go to there, see how much you know, It's like 30 seconds. Then you answer. Or ask somebody to ask you these questions and try to answer. You can also download them. Last one is quiz. Yes, requirement quiz. Requirement quiz similar to that, but you can answer. So in the context of ITIL management practices integrated with requirement engineering, how is problem management specifically distinguished from incident management? Have a question there, need to answer. So let's say I just answer C. That's right. Problem management focuses on identifying and resolving the underlying causes of malfunctions rather than just addressing immediate disruptions. Usual. So this one, similar to the flashcards, except here you get the answer, and if you want a deep explanation, you can just hit explain. It'll come this side and give you why you're right. So maybe let's say next, and I'm gonna answer something wrong. When assessing the adequacy of document requirements, which specific question should the requirement ask? Do these requirements correspond to the intention of the source? Are the requirements mutually exclusive? Are the detail made for internal? You just do this, it's wrong. So it gives you the right answer. This question belongs to the check for not premature design decisions to ensure the requirement remain solution whatever. You got it wrong, you can hit explain. I'll hit explain, but this is the explanation for the other one. You are correct that the fundamental distinction lies in the timeline. It gives you a deep dive in you that you asked to explain, right? So let's explain this wrong one that we got. It'll check the files, check your sources, reading full chapters. So this is what it sends. I'm taking a quiz on this material and was given this question. I chose this answer. The answer was incorrect. The correct detail is do these and help me understand why my answer was incorrect. And so when you're practicing, whatever you get wrong, it can tell you why you're wrong, tell you what the correct answer is. Based on the provided course material, your answer was incorrect because it aligns with a different review criterion than adequacy. Why the correct answer is that in the context, it gives you a deep dive. You feel me? So instead of cramming, you get to understand, oh, this is where I messed up, right? So we've done everything. So let us now download these things. Video overview can download. A pop-up is gonna come, and let's say I want to share, save it. Documents, where is my IU modules, requirements, NotebookLM, right? I can just save it here. This is the video overview. It's downloading. Can do the same. That was the audio. Can do the same, download for the video. Master requirements. These are the slides. Slides you can download as PDF. This is infographics. The quiz you can't download because it's an interactive thing. You answer, it gives you an answer, ask to explain, but you can share it, right? So flashcards, I think you can download. Also the flashcards you can share. So let's share the quiz. Share quiz, gonna copy link. So when you wanna share it, you can change the restriction. So it depends. If you want to add people, you can add people their email. So I'm not supposed to show that. Can add, let me add Tabi Somali Row 2. You can add them. Do you want them to be a viewer? Do you want them to be able to edit? Do you want to remove access? So let's say just the viewer is fine. Do you want to add a welcome note? Welcome to this product support notebook. Find answers frequently to ask questions, troubleshooting, and you can also say anyone with a link has access, or it's only restricted to the people that you invited here. So it's easier if everybody has access, right? And viewers have access to full notebook. Videos can chat and view sources and notes. That's fine. Chat only, it's up to you, right? Now I'm not seeing something. Let's zoom out. So you can send the invite. So you can copy the link that you want to share, whether it's WhatsApp, whatever. Copy the link. This, you're sending the invite to Tabiso there. Right, notebook shared successfully. Remember, I copied the link. So if you go here, I'm just gonna open another browser, paste the link, enter. Because of anybody has access, it's gonna take you to the requirement links, and then this is the quiz. So you can send the link via WhatsApp, via email, via anything, that whoever, via SMS, that person doesn't have WhatsApps or emails, Facebook or whatever, right? They'll have access to that. The sharing part, you can do it with anything. You can share the video overview, you can share the audio overview. Share, it's the same thing. Restriction, anyone with link, copy link to audio overview, right? Copy. When you go to the other browser and paste it, it'll go to the video overview. There it is. They have access to your NotebookLM. They just play the audio there, right? So that's it. Here you can share everything. You just click on these three dots. If it has download, you can download it and send it however you want to send it. If it has the share button, everything has the share button, right? Just be careful that you change the restriction. You either invite restricted members by their emails and keep it restricted, or you change the restriction access into anybody with a link, copy the link, send it to whoever, so that if those people want to share it with other people, if you want to help people, just like AI on AI is helping you, you could do that. I think that is it. Opening the year to give you something that you can start with. So don't wait for exams. You can start now. Start by each topic. Do this. I promise it's gonna help you. You saw that it did with this module. So what it does is that it gives you an explanation of the fundamentals, a breakdown, a more chilled vibe tailored to your topic. So yeah. Thank you so much for having me. It's been a while. I'm really, really tired. I think you can tell in my energy. But it is what it is. This is Commander who commands the commandments that must commence whenever Commander commands them to commence. AI on AI, artificial intelligence on African islands, everything artificial intelligence except the love that I have for you. That one is real. Danko.
Memories from the future.
Bye.
This territory I'm used to. There's nothing new. I remember you, unforgettable. I remember